I think.
And not that it makes any difference, but typically go by Jack.
Jack. I could change it.
There in the Secret of Sleep.
Hi, guys. It's Doc Comments. I put that he was the president of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Right, John?
The Beaumont chapter.
The Beaumont chapter. So, John, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do. We go. We're back. So we're we are back. Sorry about that. Hello. So you get a
So we're adopting the kids of Southeast Texas. Our grandchildren.
And I absolutely love that. And the way I learned about your organization was through both Ava, Ari, and Pop. Hello. We were asked to build beds, and this is a little model of the bigger beds that they make. So Jack is they build bed, then give them here to donate this. That's how you can help. Now, we're going to read now. Of course, neither one of us have read the books in the beginning at all. Did a sneak peek?
No, I didn't.
So we're going to go ahead and read our first book, and Jack's going to read the first book, Dozy Bear and the Secret of Sleep, which is appropriate for him.
Let me get on the first page here. Dozy Bear and the Secret of Sleep. Every night, Dozy Bear climbed into his cozy den, ready for bed, and his eyes would droop, and his head would feel heavy, and he'd feel ready to sleep. He'd think of all the other animals fast asleep.
He showed me pictures a little bit.
Okay, the monkey tucked away in the trees, sleeping. The birds high up in their nests, sleeping. The giraffes, their long necks curled, sleeping. The zebras cozied up, back to back. Here's all of the animals. The elephants softly snoring, sleeping. And Dozy Bear wondered, what was their secret to sleeping? There's the elephant sleeping. I get it right place. There we go. There's the elephant. His mama yawned. Oh, little one, there is no secret to sleeping, she said. You just wait for sleep to come. See how dark it is? Dark, dark everywhere. Feel how sleepy you are. As sleepy as can be. Now close your eyes and snuggle down, and very, very soon you too will sleep. And Dozy sighed as he snuggled down. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited. But he didn't fall asleep. There he is, waiting and waiting and waiting. Papa Bear kissed him good night. Dozy, there's no secret to sleeping, Papa Bear said. You will nod off very soon, but I'll show you a clever trick to help you. First, wiggle the tips of your paws. Give them a good shake. And now wiggle your ankles. Now your knees. See how heavy they feel? Next, wiggle your bottom. Feel it sink into the bed. Wiggle your tummy. Wiggle your head. And even your mouth and your nose. Now see how your body feels settled in the bed. You're ready for sleep. And Dozy wiggled his paws, his arms, his tummy, his head, and now he did feel very settled and very sleepy. He was only a little bear. Ah, he said, stretching. That's right, Dozy, said Nana Bear. You're very sleepy. Just stretch the last little bit out and feel how soft your bed is. Feel how your body sinks down into it. And Dozy stretched the last little bit out and felt his body sink down into the bed. Down, down, down. And he snuggled right in. How cozy. The pillow was so soft against his cheek. Yes, snuggle down, Dozy, said Grampy Bear. And now hush and listen to the night. And Dozy lay very, very still and listened to the night. He heard the hum of quiet and stillness. It was hushed all around. The monkeys tucked away in the trees, sleeping. The hippos cuddling in the mud, sleeping. See them in the trees. The birds high up in their nests, sleeping. The giraffes, their long zebras cozied up back to back, sleeping. The elephants softly snoring and sleeping. Dozy's eyes were heavy. He closed them. He shuffled down further into the bed. He put his little paw into the cool spot under the pillow and he listened to the night. The silence wrapped him close like a blanket. Mama, he said. Mama Bear kissed his head. That's right, little one, she said. Quiet now. Deep, long breaths. In and out. In and out. In and out. Dozy smiled. The sound of the night hummed quietly around him. Hush, they seemed to say. Hush, hush, hush. The secret of sleep was everywhere. Deep, long breaths. In and out. In and out. Dozy felt very quiet, very still, very safe. The world of sleep swung him gently this way and that. In and out. In and out. In and out. And now he was asleep. A little bundle of sleep. And now you can sleep too. Only the sounds of the night. Hush, 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 hush. Deep, long breaths. In and out. In and out. In and out. Hush. Only the sounds of the night. Hush.
Well, I tell you what, Jack, you made me sleepy. I was
I
doing
made
it.
myself sleep.
I was breathing. As the book said it, and these are some of my faithfuls, Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop. Hello. Hi, Cindy. She said hi, Mr. Seeley and Dr. George. So I'm going to grab my iPad over here because I do have people that sometimes on my personal page, and I wanted to make sure that I see them and tell them hello as well. So let me get that set up. And then I have a book, and thank you all for tuning in because it's summer break, and people are on vacation, but they can share this. So if you share this video, it'll help his cause, and he'll talk about his cause in just a little bit again. So here we go. Let me get my little thing set up here. And Dr. George is very, very busy. So I had another event. He was so patient with me. And he was right there. So I'll get started on my book that I have to read. All righty. So I have Abby Huntsman's Who Will I Be? Pictures by Joanne Liu. Did you say that's Verthoff?
Works for me.
Permission granted, both books by HarperCollins. So here we go. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Isabel's teacher. And so there's the teacher and the kids. I want to be a businesswoman, a basketball player, an artist. Everyone around Isabel waved their hands in the air. They all had an answer. How about you, Isabel? Miss Livingston asked. I don't know, she said. And that bothered her. She didn't know what she wanted to be. It bothered Isabel during lunch, during music class, and during gym. It was still bothering her when her dad picked her up after school. I don't know who I want to be when I grow up, Isabel told her dad. Well, her dad said, what makes you happy? So there she is making a decision. Last week, I went to the pool with Kayla, Isabel said. That made me happy. And selling cookies at the charity bake sale was fun. Isabel thought of another thing. We found that man's pet parrot, remember? It made me happy that we helped him. Maybe you want to be someone who helps people then, her dad suggested. Helper isn't a job, Dad, Isabel replied. Of course it is, her dad said, kind of like you. Lots of jobs are all about helping to make the world a better place. Isabel wasn't too sure. Let's take this long way home, Isabel's dad said. I want to show you some people who have jobs helping others. Well, we'll start here at your school, Isabel's dad said. Who do you see? I see my teacher, said Isabel, and I see the crossing guard. Your teacher helps you learn, and the crossing guard helps keep you safe. Helps you stay safe, said Isabel's dad. Isabel had never thought of it that way. Let's see who else we can find, said Isabel's dad. A man in a white coat walking a dog gave Isabel a friendly wave. He's a veterinarian, Isabel's dad told her. He helps people by making their pets feel better. They help their whole country by joining the military, Isabel's dad said. They help by keeping us safe, Isabel said. Isabel and her dad overheard the policeman ask an older woman, may I walk you to the library, ma'am? Help find. I could also sign you a book. Happy to help the library back. Let's go to the park, Dad, said Isabel. Can you spot the helpers here? Isabel's dad asked her. Isabel looked around. She saw an activist asking those passing by to sign a petition. She saw a gardener in a city uniform, and she saw the garbage man. Isabel exclaimed, he's helping by keeping our city clean and beautiful. There really were helpers everywhere. Next, Isabel and her dad passed the church. The pastor was out front. What's your favorite thing about your job? Isabel asked him. Helping other people, he said. I also like volunteering at the soup kitchen next door, he added. Can we help with that too? Isabel asked. They worked at the soup kitchen until Isabel's dad phone buzzed. Want to go meet mom at her office? Isabel's dad asked. On the way, a reporter was interviewing a fireman who had rescued a kitten. Journalists make sure we know what's happening, Isabel's dad said. You should take that cat to a veterinarian in case it's hurt, Isabel told the fireman. Mom is do you help people? I do, her mom. My job is to help the people of the city by listening to them and passing laws to make their lives better. Isabel had a lot to think about. There were so many different ways of helping people and so many different told her that. I won't be a helper. So, Jack, what we do Tuesday is we do a takeaway from each. So, your takeaway from those that secretly.
Well, because it almost to settle down and you have to work at going to sleep. It doesn't always come naturally.
That my takeaway is sometimes we get so busy and our brain is still racing when we get in bed, and we need to do those exercises and breathe in and out, wiggle our head in the bed, our stomach in the bed, our bottom in the bed, and kind of relax in the bed. That's my take. Well,
my takeaway is the warm feeling of helping other people. I grew up in a family that helped the neighbors when they were in trouble, and I just came by it naturally. And I've always tried to carry that on in my adult life.
You do a great job. My here is sometimes the money to get paid isn't more than feeling you get from the inside. That little girl passed a lot of people that made a lot of money, but all she knew is that she wanted to help people, and you don't always get paid to help people. And this is what Jack does, and this is on 4th Street off of Milam here in Beaumont, Texas. And if you could see, he has a warehouse. That needs to be cut, screws put in so that we can make beds for kids. So they're not sleeping on the floor anymore. And donations for bed in a bag, because when he delivers the beds, because he also has to do that too, they have linen to sleep on. So Jack, thank you for joining us. And he's the president of
the Beaumont chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Each bed that we build costs us $200 to build, and we give it to a kid that doesn't have a bed for free. So the money we have to raise the money, we have to go get the lumber, we have to build the bed, then we have to deliver the bed and assemble it. And this is all done by volunteers. So we need bed-in-a-bag bedclothes. Of course, we buy mattresses in bulk, usually 50 to 100 at a time. And we need people to help build the beds and deliver them, because building the beds and having them stacked here in the warehouse doesn't help anybody. A lot of the people that have delivered said that's the most fun part. They get to meet you kids and see how appreciative you are of what we're doing for you.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. I helped to sand beds, but I couldn't imagine giving that to a kid that slept on the floor and now has maybe their first bed that they've ever had. So if you can help, please help this organization by first sharing this video so people can learn about it. Second, you can donate so that they can buy lumber. The price of lumber has skyrocketed. Donating bed in the bags, a monetary donation. So if you can help in any capacity, nothing is too small. Any help, appreciation, even your time to build a bed will be greatly appreciated. So I always leave with my regular slogan. If nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. You want to leave them with anything?
I'm drawing a blank right now. I went to sleep when I read that book. Sorry about that. Something I wanted to say to the adults, if you're thinking about volunteering, surprisingly, we build these beds at a rate of one every about 3 minutes. And we don't use a pencil, we don't use a measuring tape, and we don't use a speed square. It's all done with jigs and fixtures, so you don't have to have any special skills. Come and bring 100 of your close friends.
I need 100 people to help me. When can they volunteer?
July 17th is our next build.
July 17th. So if you share this, July 17th, we need to come and help Jack build beds for kids.
8:30 in the morning till noon, and we typically build 50 to 60 beds. So that's one every about 3 minutes.
Love it. And I was a part of that. And we do build beds really quickly. So July 17th.
Correct.
8:30 to 12:30.
8:30 to 12.
8:30 to 12. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Good night.